this up. It's just other things that you can use to shield these electromagnetic frequencies. But this paint actually sounds pretty interesting. And they have the different kinds of paint that apparently shield these frequencies. I don't know too much about it. I'm just putting it up. If you're interested, go to this site. I'll link below to it. But some of it is pretty expensive. They have wire mesh for, it's like a netting over your bed, and anyway, I'm just throwing this up. Do the research. The link is below. I'm sorry I don't know too much about it, but and again, I'm not endorsing it. Thanks.
You can check here to see if you've got symptoms, or well, I can reference a site here shortly. I mentioned this little last part in a previous video about how at the communes the chain of command seems to be from God to their top guy, their master, or I'm not sure what they call them actually. I'm not sure that I really want to know. But then nobody else, just the one chosen, supposedly chosen one, gets it directly from God, and then it's related to everybody else, and that's cute there. God's orders often come by telephone. Not really.
We've seen whole populations rise up against their leaders in the Arab Spring. If it ever happened here, they'd have the perfect army to keep us down.
The military and the controllers who like to play God are potentially looking at a Planet of the Apes idea system.
Only in Planet of the Apes took over. This is at that Yerkes place.
Yerkes, Lawrenceville, Georgia. They created Humanzes decades ago. It's real. God knows how advanced it is now. Governor, this isn't science fiction. It's documented, and you can break this cover up wide open.
What you're about to hear is true. Now the names have been changed. America is under attack. You are under attack. Covert Radio takes you to the battlefield and back.
I'm Brett Winterble. Welcome to the Covert Radio Video Daily Blast. It's sort of your chance with a Chinese report about an elite new fighting force that the Taliban has created. Jihad monkeys. That's right. I appeared on the Curtis Sliwa morning program on WNYM, New York City Radio, AM 970, just this morning to talk about it. The New York Post broke the story based on some chatter and weird videotapes on a Chinese news site in which it's been discovered the Taliban is arming monkeys. I mean, literally monkeys with AK-47s and mortars in the hopes that those monkeys will then go fight in the trenches of Waziristan and eventually find themselves on the battlefield of Helmand. Hey, yo, fight, come from fight. Hey, no. What the fuck? You will.
Right on. Well, it's not really too funny, actually, I guess. pretty much for sure right there. You can pause this, you know, to read it if you really want to. But I'll move it up here so you can see the website is coming from marshallthomas.org. Bunch of links too. I'm just surfing the web a little, and then I want to get up, so I have some papers I was sorting through so we can take them out to our Brad's buddy's house and he can burn them instead of shredding it all. There's quite a lot of it, so Mom and Dad's old stuff, mostly just junk, you know, even old bank statements from banks that aren't even in existence anymore. I don't know why they kept so much. I guess I don't know. It's not my problem. Well, it is until it's out of here and burned. Now, I'm going to want this here. Looky here. I'm going to want that very seriously. Okay. I had to share this one. This was pretty good. Refusing to change his NRA shirt. Right on. I got sent home one time because I had on culottes. If you don't know what culottes are, they're like shorts, but they have like a little skirted thing about them that makes it look kind of like a skirt, but it's shorts with a skirt called culottes. Well, I had on platform shoes that I had borrowed from a friend, and I had on those red, white, and blue culottes and a white short sleeve sweater, and I had to walk to school, but that's fine. And my mom was so mad they called her at work, and she had to take off work to come and get me, to bring me home to change. I guess I showed too much leg or something. Not that the cheerleaders didn't do the same thing, mind you. But see, the difference was they did it for a reason. To bring attention to themselves. If I did it, it was just plain old wrong. Get it? Negotiation is over.net. Harvard to shut down its primate labs. April 24th, 2013. Ooh. They must have heard that Jesse Ventura was onto him, and Alex Jones. They're going to get you all. As far back as 83. University of Florida. Let's take a look at this. $200 billion get the drift. Why I arrived at this negotiationIsOver.net is because I have been looking for a movie that was late 70s to mid 80s, and I thought it was June Lockhart in the movie, but it was a woman who resembles June Lockhart. And if you don't know who June Lockhart was, well, then you're probably one of my younger contacts. But in the movie, she and a group of other people, I was going to say scientists, but I don't really believe they were scientists, because they could have just been a team of someone else. Anyway, they trekked through the jungle, and they came to this covert abandoned lab. And the monkeys had pretty much taken over, taken up residence in that building. But they were all on the roof, and I forget exactly now what they were running from. But it was the first movie reference that I had ever heard about mkUltra. So, of course, after it was over, I went to the computer and Googled it, and that began my little bit of reading on that. So, but if I could find that movie, I would really love to see it again, to see what else is going on in that regard. So, that's why I'm here at this link this morning. And I'm running out of time again. See, I just don't know what ever happened to that old movie.